Hi everybody, welcome to Makeup Chair. Today I'm going to be doing a video showing you guys how to apply mineral powder foundation. The foundation that I'm using today is the KMS Mineral Essentials. They look like this, they're in cute little jars. These are 100% minerals, so there's no kind of add-ons or anything like that, and they're formulated for sensitive skin. I will have some more information about this up on my blog, as well as the other things I've used in this video, so like the brush that I used and the palette that I'm using. Put that all up in my blog, you can have a look at it there, and just keep watching. So here I have my Mineral Mate palette, which makes it a lot easier to apply mineral foundation. Because it's in a tray, you're not going to lose any kind of product or anything like that. You put in what you need, you top up when you want to, and you're not swirling it in the lid, and that's the main thing, because when you swirl in the lid you actually cause like bacteria to grow in there, and it can't be very good for your skin. So you wash this in between and just make sure that everything's nice and clean. So in here I have my light shade, my medium, and I have my bronzer. I'm going to show you what these shades are. These are by KMS Mineral Essentials. They look like this. They're these cute little pink jars. This one is called Light Sand, and that is the bronzer. The great thing about this is, if you're very pale like me, this is good bronzer to use. Now, if you wanted to, you could also mix up the bronzer with your two foundations to find a darker shade. So I have the 3 blends, and this would pretty much cover you for the entire year, because I could use a light one in the winter, could use the medium one, mix up the light one as it's coming into the summer, and then I could mix up the 2 of these if I get a little bit darker. I have the bronzer. I have light beige, which looks like this, and this color is the lightest, one of the lightest ones I think, and it's quite a kind of neutral undertone. And then you also have the fairly light, which is a slightly kind of yellow toned, bronzy, kind of light beige. So it's kind of more on the yellow side, but they also do have an olive. So if you're quite yellow toned, then you can try the olive if you wanted to. Now I've cleansed, toned, and moisturized my face, and I've also applied a liquid concealer. Now the great thing about working with minerals is that you can layer them, so you can, if you want full coverage from your foundation, start off with a medium coverage foundation liquid based, and then you can apply your mineral over the top, or you can do what I did today, just applied your primer and your concealer in a liquid form, and then you can apply your powder form over the top. Now you can use whatever type of brush you want. I'm just using this really simple brush that everybody pretty much has, but you can use a special flat tone brush, you could use a kabuki brush if you wanted to as well. So I'm going to take a little bit of the palest shade, and I'm just going to tap it with the medium shade, and then I'm just going to tap my brush off at the edge of this, like this. Now you know how good a mineral powder is if you get a slight kind of cloud coming from the brush when you tap it off, because that means it's very finely milled. We're just going to apply this in circular motions, working over the face. Now I'm working up rather than down like this, because with minerals you want to get it underneath the hair, so it's not going to be lying on top of the hairs. So you want to get it right underneath there and just blend it across. Now I am using a slightly darker shade. As you can see, it's probably a little bit darker than my actual skin on my face, only because my neck is slightly darker. So I'm just buffing it over the face. It is probably the easiest foundation to work with, so if you're dry skin, oily skin, mature skin, this just makes sure that it evens out your complexion and it's not hard to work with. I usually use this on older clients because, you know, you don't want to put like a load of foundation over an older client that has a lot of wrinkles or anything. This just works so much better with their skin. So I'm just tapping and rolling over the face. It is so simple to use this, and it takes the minimal amount of time to do. Now that I've finished buffing it over the face, I'm just going to take a little bit of the bronzer, and I'm just going to apply the bronzer where I'd usually apply bronzer. So that's just across the cheeks. I usually like to get the apple because I'm going for kind of a bronzy look today. Now the camera isn't really doing it justice, because the camera is kind of showing it up as if it's kind of patchy, but it's actually very even. It looks just kind of like I've got maybe fake tan on or something. It's just very, very natural, but it does give you kind of some kind of medium coverage, so it evens out your complexion rather than adding too much onto the skin. So I've just finished off by doing my eye makeup, putting on a little bit of lipstick on, a little bit of blush, and that's pretty much it. It's so easy to work with minerals. They're so fantastic. And not only do they just apply quite well, but they actually get better, I think, throughout the day, especially with my skin. They just seem to look a little bit better as you wear it for a little bit longer. So I really hope you enjoyed this. If you do have any questions about mineral foundation, you can let me know. But it is one of the easiest foundations to work with. So if you have dry skin, sensitive skin, oily skin, mature skin, have a try of this. You know, it's definitely going to be an improvement if you find it very difficult to use liquids. So I really hope you enjoyed this. I'm Sinead Katie, and thank you for watching.